Hey guys, it's Dr. Hansen with Hansen Health Solutions. I'm going to do a research review with you. Very cool article I was reading a couple days ago about a study that I want to tell you about. So this is on Eureka Alert, it's called. Essentially, the study is linking nutrients in blood to better brain connectivity, cognition in older adults. So we're looking at how well your brain functions as you age, and they're trying to determine if certain nutrients play a role in that. Now, this seems pretty straightforward, right? Most people are going to assume that, well, the more nutrients that we have, like the better we're going to do as we get older. But the reality is there's not a whole lot of research being done on this. And nutrients is a very general word that doesn't necessarily give us a lot of information. There's lots of nutrients out there, which ones in particular help, etc. The other thing that's really interesting about this is the fact that, when it comes to nutrition, people kind of just run every which way with it. The reality is that we know quite a bit about nutrition, but the more we know, the more we realize that we don't know exactly much about nutrition. It's just so different for everybody. Everyone responds to different things differently. Everyone needs different things at different times in their life. Nutrition is tricky and nuanced, and it's just a huge disservice to generalize when it comes to nutrition. So that being said, one of the things that we do know across the board is that a high nutrient dense diet is absolutely the way to go for everybody. Everybody, no matter what their ethnicity, background, evolution, microbiome, status in life, what they're trying to accomplish, etc. Everybody's going to do better with more nutrients, period. So that's kind of what this article gets into a little bit here. So again, what they're looking at is cognition and brain connectivities, just how well your brain is functioning as you get older. They looked at a number of very key nutrients. So they looked at omega fatty acids, that would be omega-3s and 6s. They looked at alpha and beta carotenoids, lycopenes, vitamins B and D, etc. So some of your real heavy hitters when it comes to nutrition. And so essentially what they do is they follow these people, or their gauge is certain tests and functional MRI to gauge how well the brain is working. And then they kind of play with the level of nutrients to see kind of what works best. What they say here, of course, is that, let's go down to the bottom here. Analysis found a robust link between higher levels of several nutrients. Here, I'll highlight it for you guys. Analysis found a robust link between higher levels of several nutrient biomarkers in the blood and enhanced performance on specific cognitive tests. So there we go. A huge link, a very, very high link between higher levels of several of these nutrient markers and how well your brain does as it ages. So those nutrients which work synergistically, omega-3s and 6s, carotenoids, lycopene, riboflavin, folate, vitamin B12, vitamin D. So again, it's not just, hey, get a whole bunch of your omega fatty acids. It's making sure you have a lot of all of these things, and then not only are they beneficial in their specific ways, but altogether they're particularly helpful. They also revealed that a pattern of the omega-3, 6s, and carotene was linked to better functional brain network efficiency, so how well things all stay connected. Very, very important. And then their study suggests that diet and nutrition moderate the association between network efficiency and cognitive performance. So that means that the strength of the association between functional brain network efficiency and cognitive performance is associated with the levels of nutrients. So again, strength of the functional brain network, what's usable in there, and cognitive performance, how that is expressed, all associated with level of nutrients. So just a very direct correlation there. Anyways, again, you'd think that would be very straightforward, but this is virtually never something that gets brought up when it comes to nutrition. Most times people sit down to go through their nutrition and they're thinking, what can I eat? What can I not eat? How many calories can I have? This is their approach to nutrition, when we realize that that's just, again, it's so different for everyone, and it doesn't necessarily get us where we want to be. If I really sit down and ask somebody and they tell me honestly what their goals are, most people want to stay active, healthy, They don't want to forget who their loved ones are as they get older. They want to keep their brain working well, etc. And what this tells us is that a huge focus needs to be on nutrient density, specifically in some of these areas as we get older. So this is one of the things that we're going to be, that we cover on a regular basis whenever we sit down with people to go through their nutrition. In fact, we've got some really slick functional tests that we do to see exactly where people are at, so we can actually monitor these things. Not just, hey, add some carrots so you get more of these carotenoids, but we can actually test your levels via your blood, and we can see how the your nutritional plan is actually moving the needle there. Very cool stuff, but this is something we emphasize heavily at Hansen Health Solutions with our nutritional program. Very cool research there supporting what we do. And that is our research review for today.